With our dogs, it's often very hard for us to see our dogs upset. Whether they're, reactive or distracted or worried or stressed or anxious or just, behaving badly, whatever. I mean, we love our dogs and we don't want them to be feeling these feelings, because we know that they're indicating how uncomfortable they are, how distressed they are, right? And so we don't want them to hurt, right? And then we have that nagging thought that we're supposed to fix that or like train away that feeling that our dog is expressing. You know what I mean? Like you might not like that your dog is upset at the neighbor dog barking at the fence and your dog is barking back. Or you might not like that your dog is uncomfortable that Uncle Jerry comes to visit and, he tucks his tail and barks anxiously. But, he's still entitled to his feelings. I was listening to a Super Soul interview with Oprah, and she was interviewing him, and she asked Nathan about deep listening. And I'm going to quote him right now. So, quote, "Deep listening is the kind of listening that can help relieve the suffering of another person. You can call it compassionate listening. You listen with only one purpose, to help him or her empty his heart. Even if he says things that are full of wrong perceptions, full of bitterness, you are still capable of continuing to listen with compassion. Because you know that listening like that, you give that person a chance to suffer less. If you want to help him correct his perception, you wait for another time. For now, you don't argue or try to change his mind. You just listen with compassion and you help him to suffer less. That can bring transformation and healing." End quote. I have goosebumps. Deep listening to our dogs, or anyone for that matter, is a skill and one that needs to be developed and practiced, right? It requires setting aside our ego and at times our anger, our disappointment. At times it means setting aside our goals and our dreams for our dogs and our life with our dogs, our expectations, our fears, and just listen. Listening to relieve the suffering of the other person. Listening so that they can empty their hearts. Listening so that they feel heard. That's a gift that we can give to ourselves and to our dogs.